This is the #1 hack to developing good trading psychology. There is no better system. Right, so at the bottom there where it says trade in the middle there, I have not checked there since Thursday because like I know how much my balance is, right? So why do I need to constantly remind myself of this? It's like I have a bank account, right? And every couple minutes I sign in and check in my bank account. Like what sense they can make? Or I got my wallet and every minute I go in my wallet and check it. Why? If I have business, if I have to spend, if I have like expenses, I have reoccurring charges like subscriptions and stuff like that, I already know that money gotta come out of there anyways. My job is to just do the things that's gonna make more money going to there. So you have to create an environment where your trades are just your trades. They try to tell you don't think about the money. They try to tell you just think about the system or the skill that's gonna make you the money, you know, think about the process and stuff. But that's hard when you're seeing the money. It's hard. If trading was something like you don't even get to see your balance until at the end of the month. So all the trades you win and lose, you don't know what your balance is until the end of the month. You know how much people would have been profitable traders, bro? It's just them simple things, bro. It has an effect on us. So even right here on this 3 bullish candlestick formation, we have these 3 bullish candles going up in price, but the volume just keep decreasing. So even persons now, you know, start to get weary of buying at this area. And then finally we had this drop in volume and sellers selling from here, but still price action indicated that we wanted to push from this point. Welcome back to another video. And if you're new here, my name is Kevon Roach and this is my channel where I share my trading journey, both what it's like on the charts and off the charts, day in the life, day on the charts. A full-time forex trader from Guyana, and I'm documenting my daily journey and sharing it with you guys. So if that seems like it's something interesting to you, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe while you're at it, because we release a video every other day, trying to be consistent with it. Anyhow, it is currently Tuesday the 12th of November. Ain't take no trades for the week. On Friday I had a loss, last Friday if you've seen the previous video, and yeah, it was the second trade of the week that I took for Friday for last week. So there's that. Right now I don't see any opportunities, but if you are a regular viewer of my videos, you'll realize that I don't take trades before 9:30 a.m. and it seems as though New York is back on daylight saving time. I don't understand the thing. Like, if anybody understand the thing, please explain to you by in the comments, because how you could just push back your timings a whole hour and the rest of the world time normal. Like, we ain't gonna notice that. But anyway, it's 8:51 in Guyana, but 7:51 in New York, even though a couple days ago it used to be the same, and then a couple days from now we can be the same thing again. But for right now, we working with what we want. It's pretty early for New York, so I don't have any trades for at least an hour and a half from now. So just thought I should give you guys that update pre-market open, or you know, pre-trade. And is there anything that we should talk about? Like, a feeling like there's a lot that we should talk about. I'm still with SiegFund. There's really and truly not much to be like said about this prop firm. Everything is just smooth thus far. I haven't been seeing any type of like errors, even like the simple ones I used to see with the website with the previous prop firm I was using. I'm still using them. I just, you know, don't talk that much about them, because SIEG to the rescue. All right, and we're here. Balance at 548. It was at 6-1 or something, but the last on Friday, small things. And yeah, to be honest, since last Friday or Thursday was the last time I've actually opened MT5 on my phone and checked the trade portion of the app. You know, there's like an option, I don't know if it's an option or a section or whatever you want to call it, but on the app itself, you can, at the bottom there where, Jesus Christ, right, so at the bottom there where it says trade in the middle there, I have not checked there since Thursday, because like I know how much my balance is, right? So why do I need to constantly remind myself of this? It's like I have a bank account, right? And every couple minutes I sign in and check in my bank account. Like, what sense they can make? Or I got my wallet and every minute I go in my wallet and check it. Why? If I have business, if I have to spend, if I have like expenses, I have reoccurring charges like subscriptions and stuff like that, I already know that money gotta come out of there anyways. My job is to just do the things that's gonna make more money going to there. So I treat my trading account the same way. Like, I don't care what the balance is. I'm managing my risk for every trade. Every single swollen trade I enter has a stop loss. It might not have a take profit, but I'm working on that. All right, I'll be imperfect. We can't be perfect, but at the end of the day, this whole not checking the trade portion of my MT5 really and truly, I can't stress this enough, it really and truly doing a big difference when it comes to holding the trades, when it comes to maybe closing trades early, when it comes to, you know, adjusting your take profit and stop loss, bringing stuff to break even, when it comes to taking losses or handling wins. It's all different. It's different when you only get to see the dollar amount of your take profit and stop loss when placing the trade. You could keep it in mind, yeah, if this trade hit TP, I'm gonna make $100. Fair enough. But while this trade is about like 10-20 pips away from TP, if you're using a standard lot and you understand your leverage with your broker and you understand the cost per pip, then yeah, you can calculate how much dollar amount you are even if you're not at your take profit. Yes, I can calculate that. But why? Why put myself through all that emotional trauma? The whole purpose of me not checking the trade part is to not know the amount that I'm up. I wouldn't feel like, alright, my take profit is $100 and I'm up in profit. I'm currently $87 in profit. $13 more from hitting take profit. And then the trade start coming down a little bit more. Now I'm at $60 something. Now mentally I'm thinking I was at 87. Now I am at 67. It could be 67 and all. I just lost $20. You see all these different factors that I would otherwise not know. You see what I'm saying, right? If you could eliminate these things, it's like if you don't know you have family on the other side of the world that's a prince and a king and queen and whatever kingdom, you live your life normal every single soul and day, not even stressed. But from the time there's that awareness, you're aware of them. Oh, I'm royalty. I should be treated different. We can't help it. We really and truly can't help it. Let me give you another example. You're in a relationship, your man or your woman or whatever the case is, they're giving you blow. If you don't know what blow is, if you know about bun, if you know about cheating, you know, they lash your pot. Anyhow, they do it to you. They could be doing it to you for the past 5 years and you know jack what. You love them, wholeheartedly love them. But from the minute you find out, emotional reaction, mental breakdown, tears, irrational decision, coughing up wall, pelting away phone, breaking up TV, all these different things because you're aware. So if you weren't aware, it wouldn't have this effect. See what I'm getting at with this whole trading thing, bro? It's you have to trick the mind. And when it comes to money, seeing this money fluctuate, seeing our actual, you know, labor in a digital farm to the point where we can either make it or break it is a lot of pressure, especially if you don't have any other income source, or if this is like your savings or majority of your net worth or whatever you're putting into a trading account, which is dumb. But you feel more pressure this way. So you have to create an environment where your trades are just your trades. They try to tell you don't think about the money. They try to tell you to just think about the system or the skill that's gonna make you the money, you know, think about the process and stuff. But that's hard when you're seeing the money. It's hard. If trading was something like you don't even get to see your balance until at the end of the month. So all the trades you win and lose, you don't know what your balance is until the end of the month. You know how much people would have been profitable traders, bro? It's just them simple things, bro. It has an effect on us. And these people know. Leverage, show like prop firms and them thing when they had a 30-day time limit and showing the withdrawals of other people. Bro, you need to understand that the mind it gets shortcuts. It gets things that we just overlook that's just so important to our decision making. They cause us to make a decision and we can't even like pinpoint that's what caused us to make the decision. We think we're in control of our choices. We think that option B and option A and option B is because we put it there, not knowing that option A and option B are only a result of something else. So if that thing didn't happen, option A and option B wouldn't even be choices, but now they look like your only choices. Anyway, I ain't gonna go too much into mine enough. There are persons out here who can far better explain tricking the mind and learning human psychology and working on controlling the way you react. You know, you can't eliminate feelings. We're human. We always will feel something as long as we have life. But what we can do is control the way we react or control the things that we allow to influence us. And it all starts in the mind. It's emotional, yes, but it all starts in the mind and it's the way you perceive things. I believe it's very important for a trader to understand themselves as well as their psychology, how they can work with themselves to better themselves, to understand themselves, to control the way they react to certain emotions. Yeah, it's gonna put you off far away in trading. It's gonna put you off far away in trading, regardless of their strategy, regardless of whatever system. But I can't tell you it without showing you it, so that's why I'm gonna keep recording these videos, and hopefully if I keep saying one thing over and over in different ways as it's improving my life and you can see it, then maybe you could find a way to implement the same things into your life or in your own trading journey. Or it could be any other thing. It doesn't have to be trading, you know, it could be business, it could be if you have a job that you really like, you know. Just have that approach towards it and focus on the things that would get you from point A to point B being where you want to go. So yeah, I'm gonna cut the camera off right now because like I said, it's about an hour and something before the market opens. So at 9:30 or after 9:30, I'm gonna open back the camera, hopefully once we have a trade, and give you guys that breakdown. I'm also gonna be doing like a full breakdown as to why I take any trades I'm gonna be taking, because a few persons from the beginners group and the chat room, they've been like really watching the videos and trying to understand the strategy that I use, but I don't always explain the trade breakdown or the idea, and sometimes that's a little bit confusing because I don't use the same confirmations all the time or the exact same, like the trade don't look the same all the time. So if I can explain why I'm entering this trade rather than just work off of previous videos why I entered the trade and try to find what's similar about these trades, it would be easier for persons following. So yeah, I'm gonna give you guys that breakdown as well. But, catch you in a couple. Alright, so we're back a few hours later from, wait, did I even tell y'all I found an entry that I have a trade? I highly doubt it. Probably didn't get the chance to open the camera and fill you guys in on that, but yeah, I have a trade. This is our entry. I also sent this one out to the community this morning. Oh, something, I mean, why are my thoughts always all over the place? I'm gonna be mentioning something a little bit further down in the video. Just stay with me. It's, you know, something I think is exciting or big. It's a change. It's involving the communities and trading in a whole, so, and potentially how you could benefit from it. But this trade, as I said earlier in the video, I would be giving you guys a trade breakdown if I found one. And here we have this trade here. If I can just go out to the hourly, I won't see that much information as to why I sold, besides just a little sweeping of this old high here. And as we got drop down to the 15-minute, we'll be able to see it a bit clearer. If there's some noise in the background, they're doing some construction on the football field not too far away from where I live in, so you're hearing it. But here on the 15-minute, I'm actually not able to see that much detail as well in price action for selling, except that same hourly sweep that was a sweep of this high right here on the 15-minute. If we just put the cursor exactly where the first high is, let me just, where this high is, yeah, you'll see that this price action right here managed to sweep it but barely with a wick. So price fell, but when price fell, I was looking at the low that was farmed before this previous high was broken. So that would be this low right here. But if we drop down to the 5-minute, I'll be able to find a low here. Now that's not like recommended to drop down to the 5 if structure is appearing on the 15, but on certain occasions it works, right? On the 5-minute here, we can see that same impulsive candle, and this is the low I was talking about that was farmed just after this low, but still before the previous high was broken. This high here, oh, over here, yeah, right here. So this low was farmed before this high was broken. So if I should see a close below that low impulsively, then it's possible that we might be pushing to the downside. To which point, however, on the downside is still yet to be determined, because here on the 5-minute and on the 15-minute, the only clear area of point of interest, I should say, let me just remove this volume bar in case it might be a bit confusing to anybody. Yeah, but the only area of interest for me on both the 5 and 15 and the hourly would be liquidity resting below this low here that was actually farmed this morning at 5:25 a.m. So that's where my take profit is. Before we actually get to take profit, and actually, yeah, let me just go over the take profit and stop loss since we are already going into that. So my take profit is there, and my stop loss is actually placed above this high since this high swept liquidity. But after we created this lower high, I just thought maybe I could bring my stop loss down to just the second high or tallest candle on the 15, because it's not actually a high. just for the sake of reducing risk, but I sent it out. The full risk parameters to the community would be the 45.9, or basically 46 pips at 21,167. So we're risking 45 to potentially gain 75. It's a little bit over 1 to 1. 1 to 2 would be at let's see, what price would 1 to 2 be at? If we're risking 45 to get 90 pips, that would be at 21.30. It's possible that, you know, I hold it, but I'm good with the risk and target that I initially was aiming for. When we zoom in a little bit, however, going back to the reason as to why I took this trade and not just the parameters, why I have my take profit and stop loss at the areas, we had this full candle here, which was a close below this low. So this bearish candle right there, and I'll switch on the volume bars in a second just to show you how I also use the volume bars to help me determine that, okay, this trade might actually be pushing to the downside, or, you know, the price might actually be aiming to go lower. So we had this full candle close, fair value gap, very impulsive and large candle. When price retraced into it after closing below this low, we wicked up, barely, I would say, closed the gap that formed on the push to the downside, and then there wasn't much closing up in this area. It was a lot of wicks and so on. And then if we just toggle on the volume bar for a little second, you'll notice that this bearish volume bar right here, corresponding with this bearish candle, is smaller than the bullish volume bar next to it, yet the candle of the bullish volume bar is basically like quarter the size of the bearish volume bar. So that's indicating that price might want to push, or have a willingness to push from this area, regardless of the amount of volume or sellers that are willing to sell from this area. So when we had this little retracement, and even though the volume, the bullish volume, wasn't as large, the bearish volume is still smaller, yet the candles are larger each time. So even right here on this tree bullish candlestick formation, we have these three bullish candles going up in price, but the volume just keep decreasing. So even persons now, you know, start to get weary of buying at this area. And then finally we had this drop in volume and sellers selling from here, but still price action indicated that we wanted to push from this point. So using the volume bar along with price action, waiting for that accumulation and manipulation, then distribution, waiting for the low that was formed before the previous high was taken to be broken impulsively to the downside with a full close. All these little pieces of, what I want to call it, rules, confirmations, whatever it is, they all needed to align before I entered this trade. And yeah, this is me executing it. The thing about it, however, is it's possible that this price just reverse and push to the upside, because there's no clear reasoning for it to actually go down. The price is not really consolidating, but we're in all-time highs, and you know, there was recently news with the election. It's basically moving sideways, so there's no guarantee that it will actually push to break any serious areas of resistance or support. But let's see, we must push from point A to point B. We must get there sometime. If we get to our take profit before price retraces to our stop loss, then it's still a win for us. Regardless, we don't have to catch the full ride. Even if the price is going 10 times where my take profit is, I'm okay with wherever I'm out of the trade. But yeah, I just thought I should open the camera and give you guys that breakdown now, because price actually did some weird stuff while holding this trade. Like, I ain't gonna lie, if I was checking the trade section of my MT5, I definitely would have closed it by now. Like, look at this. Since I entered this trade, bro, we had this pull up there. Like, why dry it like that, bro? Yeah, duh. Then we had this push going straight up there. Why are you drying like that, bro? And we had this one going straight up, so like coming all the way up here. You imagine being this much down in profit, then going all of this, basically almost break even. That's why I start bringing stop loss to break even. Like, hey, a loss is a loss. Like, I ain't dealing with it, bro. Me ain't dealing with seeing profit going down a little drawdown, coming out for a little bit, then going way beyond my take profit. Nah, just a L is a L, and you know, give me profit when it's time. I don't care what you do in the middle. You come back to me entry 5 times and I'll just touch me stop loss or take profit, bro. I ain't playing these games, price. But anyway, I'ma close off, shut off the camera on the screen for right now, and then come back and give y'all an update on what price is doing win it down with the bullshit. Hopefully once we get to our take profit area, even though we're so close, I still ain't closing it, and I cannot show y'all the, you know, how much I'm up. I have this trade open across all the accounts. I can't show y'all how much I'm up, but when the trade is done, I'll show you how much I made, which is, at least I believe, should be good enough. Like me, y'all good, you know. So yeah, man, come back and check in with y'all in hopefully a couple of minutes once we get take profit. Or is it gonna hit while I'm recording? That only happened like once. How much videos I got up on this channel, and it only happened once where I'm recording and it hit there live. Let's see if I could hold and like hit the take profit. I actually could show y'all it hitting the take profit on the phone. I don't have the MT5 terminal on the laptop, so yeah. So we're in this trade, still not going over there. Hell no. Nope, ain't touching there. And this is on one account. I don't know if you can see the position size in this, like a 0.05 or whatever. And let me go over to, it's a 0.25. That's the personal. I'm working with one personal account right now and two other props. One of the props is SiegFund. The other prop account I had before, that's the only reason I still have it right now. But yeah, this is the other trade. This is what, 0.05, or is it 0.15? Sorry, 0.10. So this one is the 0.05. This is SiegFund. Jeez, yeah. It won't focus. Right, so this is the 0.05 SiegFund. It just won't focus, bro. You know, I could just screen record my phone and then add the footage and show y'all, rather than just turn around this and switch with the account. But yeah, and this, jeez, yeah, and this one here is the 0.10. I don't know if you could see the lot size. This is the only thing that can probably be different. I can show y'all the name in the account as well, but I can show y'all SiegFund and show you no other props. As far as y'all concerned, I only working with SiegFund, bro. You know, we official over here now. But yeah, I can show y'all my SiegFund with the broker that they're using there as well. So let me just put my phone in back to charge, and if you notice keenly, my take profit, let me just let it like man pass. Yeah, my take profit is actually a little bit lower than where it says here on the charts. Reason being is, when we jump out to the 15-minute here, I'm actually aiming for the bottom here on the 15-minute. Yes, I know it's a stretch, but aiming for right here would be a little bit more safe for both my prop accounts and members of the VIP. So just so we could secure some profit, I send the target out right here, and based on price action, once we get to this area, I'll know whether to close all the positions just like the target says, or hold for TP2, which would be a little bit lower, just about 22 pips lower. Oh no, okay, yeah, about 25, 26 pips, 30 pips max lower than where my initial target is, and I don't think that's a stretch for price to do. But let me just see price action, because it still is an area of interest, and as you guys know, once price get from point A to point B, it'll like get iffy. So you can close out the camera for right now and come back in and give you guys the update, because it doesn't look like price wants to get there right now. So, yeah, man. Alright, just a couple of minutes later, and I was analyzing the charts. I have it up on the desktop and on the laptop. Editing right now on the laptop, and I can see here on the desktop, let me just switch to the 1 minute. This price action is actually filling a gap that was left right here. If we just go back in time, right, and we zoom in, you'll see a gap. Hold up, I'll show you. I don't know if you can see it already there. Let me just extend this as well. Right here. Cheeky little bastard hiding. Alright, so 21,054, 21,056. And when we look back at where the price was just at, 21,054 to 56, so barely scraped into it and immediately rejected from there. So that's something that I should be aware of, and the fact that we rejected from that fair value gap and we're closing above the high that was farmed before that fair value gap was rejected too. We had that little retracement into it, and then we're still pushing higher. It kind of is enough evidence to say, okay, this trade might not play out the same way that I thought might. There also isn't that much resistance going back up, if I do say so myself. There is this one fair value gap above here. I'm not that confident in it, but this one that is all the way back at 21,130 beyond my entry, that's a possible area where price might want to react and then continue pushing to the downside. Do I want to be involved in the move up here and risk holding it to then potentially fall or potentially hit my stop loss? Do I want to take the profits that I have right now and be out of the trade? Yep. I don't know how much it is still, but it's better than a loss. So I might consider closing it right here. Like, there's enough evidence, you know, to suggest the price might be changing its direction for right now. But what I can do is at least wait until we break above this area right here, since the profits really and truly matter. Let me just see what structure does. Once we get above here, if we do so with like a full candle close or anything, then I'll close with whatever profit. But if we just simply like wick above this price, this point right here, and then come back in, then I might consider holding the trade, because it might be that this leg of price action is the reaction off of that previous fair value gap. So after we full it, then we just need to take liquidity in the opposite direction and then keep pushing to the downside. But let's see how it goes. Well, it's been a while since we had a banger of a trade. I hope I get the sound effects for going at the same time, or else I ain't look amateur, like real amateur. Anyhow, yeah, we hit take profit on this trade, and kind of try if you do my editing skills, you should be seeing the profits of right there and right there. Yeah, so actually this one here is the you know, trade itself on MT5, where I entered and where I exited a little bit earlier than we're showing over here, sir. But that was where the price was at in MT5 when it was here on TradingView, and I work with TradingView. I ain't working with MT5. So the price is still pushing lower, but I closed the trade because it looking a little iffy to me. At least here's the thing, I ain't ticked off about it that I'm not still in this trade, especially given the fact that I tell y'all earlier that I wouldn't be mad it could drop. So let's do it thing. However, I was only able to actually secure this trade because of the fact that I didn't check the trade section in my MT5. I can't stress this enough. I probably gonna be saying this at least 3 times in every single solar video from now, at least until somebody else catch it, bro. Somebody figure out the hack. This is the #1 hack to developing good trading psychology. There is no better system. That's it. Like, being real with you. Anyways, I gave you guys this trade breakdown. I gave you all the indicators, the before the trade, the after the trade. Why am I looking under this stuff and describing this again? The reason why my stop loss was where it was at, the reason why my take profit was where it was at, and you know, we held it until we got all the way to TP. This was a nice 1-to-1 trade, or 1 to 1.5 I should say trade, and I didn't get the chance to start journaling as yet. I'll go ahead and do that right now, but I won't bore y'all with the whole journaling process. I already created a video on how I journal, and a link to the copy of my journal as well is in that video. So if you haven't seen it already, you could browse to the channel and go ahead and watch that one, or I'll just link it to the end of the video, like probably one of these things. You're thinking that as yet, but you can see it at the end of the video. But that's gonna be it for this video. Who gonna message me now when I get to close that video, bro? Anyhow, I should put me phone on vibrate. This is not a person's fault. Hey, my bad, bro. Message me again. But that's gonna be it for this video, and I'll definitely catch y'all in the next one. If you made it this far and you don't do it already, then please do it by a favor and like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.